Hello, everyone. Welcome in. This is another wonderful After Sunset Sunday. I'm Tammy. I'm the Siberian Wind, and I'm glad you're here. I am going to silence my cell phone because when have I had a chance to do that today? I haven't. So, welcome in, everybody. All right, so I saw Rita first in the chat tonight. I've got Susan, Laura, Ray Ann, Katie. Let's see, Ellen. Guys, welcome in. So glad you guys are here. So we are going to work on something I just pulled out that is incredibly random. Has no meaning whatsoever. It's probably going to end up an orphan block or go into something, or I don't know. I might give it away. I don't know. I have no idea. Hey, Lana, welcome in. Welcome in. So I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do today. Hey, Linda, glad you're here. Oh, Rita's like, she's here. I'm here, kind of. I love it. So, hey, Judy. So, hey, Jean, welcome in. Long time. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. So I have a box, I guess. We'll call it a box. It's one of those like pull drawers on the Sterilite plastic stacker drawer thingies. Hey, Raina. So I have that stocked full of maybe someday projects. Things that I'm not super worried about getting to. Hey, Susie. And they're just kind of like one-off projects. Like they're not connected to anything. Connected to anything. Susan says she's lost track of who she let know how her quilts did her fit. Well, come on now. You can always tell me again. I don't mind. I absolutely don't mind. Tell me again. I've had one of those weeks. So you guys, if you don't remember from last week, I was going to have to change my brakes today. So that's how my day started. And I couldn't even really get started because we couldn't get the wheel off. So my day went from being not super expensive and just getting going to, oh my gosh, I'm going to be paying for this for months, but my brakes are fixed. So I have a safe vehicle again. Hey, Kathy, welcome in. She says hello, hello. So what we're going to work on tonight is something I haven't even looked at how to assemble this. So you guys might get to help me. If you remember this from back in the day, when we talked back in the day, we're talking 10 years. Yay! Susie, you now have a raffle ticket for the Super Chat giveaway. And guys, Super Chat giveaway is still going, so you guys can go ahead and get in on that. Hi, Marion. Yes, I was about to say, you are new to my channel. Glad you're here. She says she's a new watcher, referred by Kathy. Glad to see you here in my chat. Anytime you want to let me know where you're from, I will be happy to know that. And I'll keep that in up here. Whether or not I remember it on command, we're working on that. Susan says she received blue ribbons on all 5 quilts and perfect scores. Oh, that's fantastic. That's right. And Laura is off IV nutrition, been doing well with her diet and blood sugars. Perfect. Hi, Patricia. Welcome in. And Susan just got a raffle ticket for the Super Chat giveaway. Yay. Glad you guys are here. I really am. You guys are so fantastic. You're making my day a lot better. Believe me. So literally after everything that I've been through today, Kathy's editing video, so listening, I hear you on that. So after everything that I've been through today and sitting at a mechanic shop for, let's see, about 5 hours, 6 hours, something like that today. Very warm in Florida. Yeah, you definitely have warm weather. We're not so warm here. We're 70 degrees. We still have smoke. It's coming in from Oregon and Idaho, Washington, and Canada. So it's coming in from those directions, but it's not here locally. But the smoke is here, but the fires aren't. 5 quilts are now in Yakima for the regional fair there. Oh, good, Susan, good. Congratulations. So what we're going to work on tonight, again, I may give this away. It is called Apartments. This is block 2 from 2015, guys. 2015, Designer Mystery. Again, I have no idea where this came from. No idea. I do think it came back from Alabama way back when, like before Mr. Siberian Wind and I met. Like, I think it's from back then, but I haven't done it. I have not done it. I've kept everything together, and it looks like it's Primitive Gatherings fabrics across the board. That's what it looks like to me. So we are going to figure this out and we're going to sew it together. So I can't show you the measurements, but we're sewing flying geese to start with, and we are doing this roof right here first, this top roof. That's all I know. So we're going to figure this out. This is what I'm going to work on tonight. Hey, Joan, welcome in. She says hi, Tamara, and everyone in the chat. Glad you made it. Glad you're here. Oh, so what have you guys done today? You know what? Let me actually pull this too. Pattern looks very cool. I love Perfect Gatherings. I'm glad you guys do like it. It's not really my normal wheelhouse. I don't dislike it. I won't say that. It's not a yellow. It's not yellow, but it's not my normal. So it's definitely a little out of, I think that's why I haven't touched it, is it's out of my normal comfort zone for colors. Oh, everybody seems to like Primitive Gatherings. Oh, well, I guess I need to get some more Primitive Gathering stuff, even though it's not my normal. All right, so today is the 7th. Okay, today is National Acorn Squash Day. So who all likes acorn squash? I don't think I've ever gotten Mr. Siberian Wind to eat acorn squash. That looks like the one Fat Quarter Shop. Yes, it is Fat Quarter Shop. That is exactly what it is. It's got the Fat Quarter Shop logo down here, and it's kind of blurred out by the camera, but it does say Fat Quarter Shop, and it's got their phone number and their email or their website or something like that. Kept my arm in a sling. Oh, good. You need to keep your arm in a sling. Until the doctor says otherwise, keep your arm in the sling. You and your mama, yes. Oh, no. Does mama have her arm in a sling too? That's not cool. That is not cool. Mama should not have her arm in a sling. All right, so I know I and Jay, I just got done cutting these. So this is one of the fabrics. It's got stripes, and I did think that it might be the roof. So I cut it horizontally intentionally, and then this is the other one. Let's see. Acorn squash is yummy, says Susie. Yes, it is. I haven't had it in so long, though. It's just not on Mr. Siberian Wind's normal menu, and I don't cook because I let him. So yeah, it's a thing. Lana says no, we like acorn squash. Good deal, good deal. I do. I like it. I just haven't had it in forever. Worked on my Cotton Cuts Flyaway Clue 8 and cross stitch. Oh, very cool. I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait to see. I've been looking forward to seeing you guys' pictures of the Cotton Cuts Mysteries. Hey, Katie Crafts, welcome in. Glad you are here. Glad you made it in. So, all right. So A, what was A? Okay. I know what everything was size-wise. I just have to remember what fabrics are what, and then what I cut. So we have wings to put on the roofs. And I'm not going to draw lines because I don't draw lines. We are using that diagonal seam tape. So if you haven't seen this technique before, you are definitely new to my channel. But if you have seen it, that is perfectly fine. Again, we'll just show it again. So I am lining up my point with my red line, which is lined up with my needle hole. And I'm just going to go just one thread over this way, away from my mouse and the rest of my machine. I'm going to go one thread that way so that I can get that fold perfect. Last time I had acorn squash was in a mixed squash onion bake. Ooh, that actually doesn't sound too bad either, Susan. And oh my gosh, guys, the white pumpkins are out. I'm going to have to get me a white pumpkin. I roast white pumpkins, and that becomes my pumpkin pie. Or my pumpkin for pumpkin pies for Thanksgiving. But it's just me and Mr. Siberian Wind, so I don't know. Oh, you know what? Rayanne, you haven't had my my pumpkin pie yet. I guess I may be making a pumpkin pie. Or a couple of pumpkin pies. We'll put it that way. A couple of them. Let's see. Celebrate my birthday weekend by going on the Illinois shop hop in Southern Illinois and finish that region. Oh, perfect, Rena. Fried chicken and broccoli slaw is what Katie is cleaning up after dinner because of. Absolutely. She's going to be lurking. That's perfectly fine. Cook it with butter, brown sugar, and in the oven. The only thing I don't like is to cut the butternut squash. Yeah, butternut squash is hard to cut. What I used to do when I would get butternut squash is I would slice off the bottom and then slice off the top, just like you put it long ways and then slice the ends off. And then I would stand it up and then I would start slicing down the center. That's what worked for me. Hey Jennifer, welcome in. Welcome in. Susan's working on an embroidery project. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Rena. Happy birthday. My hubby and I went to the antique shop to walk around. It felt good to get out and about. I bet it did, Laura. Sunshine hits different after you've been cooped up and not feeling too fantastic for a while. Let's see. Lana crocheted last night and can hardly move her arm today. They don't know what damage there is. Doc does not want me keeping in a sling all the time, but it hurt to move today, so I'm mobilized. Yeah, I hear you on that. I keep wearing my wrist brace during the day, even though they said you need to stop because they haven't fixed it yet either. So it is what it is. Welcome in, Nanette. Glad you're here. Glad you made it. Oh, so glad you guys are here. Pumpkin sounds good. Yes, it does, doesn't it? And I make a fantastic pumpkin pie. It's not gluten-free though, so I might have to see if I can make it gluten-free. That would be an interesting thing for me to try. Is there a pre-done gluten-free pie crust that you guys like? Is there a gluten-free pie crust out there? We have a gluten-free or an allergy gluten-free member of one of our quilting groups. So I try to keep that in mind when I make things so that everybody can sample things. Hasn't gotten better over 2 months, so they need to figure out what I did. Yes, they do, Lana. Absolutely. They definitely need to figure... Lana says she misses sewing. You and me both. This is the first time I have sewn in almost a week. I sewed... Oh, when did I sew? I think I sewed for a total of 30 minutes Wednesday night. That is all the sewing I have done in the entire week. Beauty is still down. She's still broken. I do have someone coming to help me to try to get her back up and running 1 week from today. Oh, no, I'm not talking about there's no way this is happening by Thursday. Not happening by Thursday. This would be long term. I need a day at least to roast the pumpkin. That is how I do things. I do it in batches. Oh, absolutely, Kathy. She is headed off to bed. 4:30 comes early. Keep sewing, keep smiling. Oh, thank you. Yes, Lana, it is so I can't have any surgery done because they won't take my insurance. The one insurance that I do have that I finally got fixed. They won't take that one. So I have to wait until I get reinstated on other insurance before I go to try to see the surgeon. And it is a fiasco and a half. But at least I have working breaks, so now should I need to take Beauty all the way back up to Billings, I would be able to do that. I have a vehicle that will drive that distance and will do so safely. Marion just had cataract surgery. Won't be able to see close up for sewing till at least the middle of October. Hey, that's just after my birthday. That's okay. You're getting the birthday present of getting to see better, right? You're getting my birthday present of you getting to see better. I like that, the sound of that. My dad had some kind of surgery on his eyes, and I don't know if his is cataracts or not. I have an astigmatism, and I've had it since I was a kid, but he's worn glasses since he was little. Hey, Shelby! She'll be lurking as she cuts fabric for a pattern she's sexy. I might have to send you a pattern to test. Ooh, you know what? Who likes flying geese? Oh, I might need a pattern tester. I might need one. You get a free pattern in exchange for it. That's all I could do right now. Lana said she's afraid they're gonna say she needs surgery. You know, sometimes after somebody's done with surgery, they kind of wonder why they waited so long. I'm hoping that that's going to be what you're saying afterwards. Is that why did I wait so long? Yes, Susie. She says Bernine and Billings is one of her favorite quilt shops. I love their store. Like, they have so much fabric. I can get lost in there for hours, which is kind of good if my machine takes hours to fix. But I really didn't want to be spending another trip going up there right now. It depends on timeline. I'd be happy to test. If we start now, I'm thinking mid-October, maybe. Lana's allergic to anesthesia. That's right. I remember you saying that. That doesn't make it any more fun. Not any more fun. Susan's had her cataract surgery a couple of years ago. Ooh. I have not looked into surgery on my eyes. I'm terrified of losing my sight. Not that I'm terrified of losing my sight because I'm terrified of being blind. It's not that. I'm terrified of losing my sight because it leads to loss of independence for me and being able to go places and see things and do things. That's what I'm nervous about. Hey, Linda, welcome in. She says, good evening, everyone. I'm glad you're here. I'm very glad you're here. I am missing a square. Did I knock it onto the floor? What did I do with my square? I have more fabric should I need to get it. But, oh, nope, found it. It's underneath my ruler. Laura's asking if they've tried physical therapy with Lana. Good question. Shelby, glad to hear you'll be able to go QuiltCon next February. Oh, that's awesome. I can't, I definitely can't go to QuiltCon, but I am going to try my darndest to be at Road to California. That is my goal, is to be at Road California next January, or this upcoming January. Hey, Helen, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I do have to figure out where we're going to be, like, with the retreat here. I've had a couple of things fall through that are really out of my control. There's just no way for me to fix them. Like, they're out of my control. And so I am working on the backup and alternative options because I kind of want to try to keep everything as close to one location as I can. And that's what fell through, is the one location. I can't have everything at that one location. And it's not working out the way I wanted. So we are working on backup plans already. Oh, perfect. Susan wants to go to Road to California also. Awesome. Physical therapy is the next step after they read the x-rays. Afraid PT will cause more damage. Well, a good physical therapist won't cause more damage. A good one won't. A bad one would, but a good one won't. All right, let me see if they did it vertical. Oh, well. Mine's horizontal. All right, that's the other apartment, not this one. Do I attach? I do attach, but we're going to go and make the other pieces, I think, first. Yep, we go and make the other pieces first. Okay, so we're going to make some other pieces while I wait for that one, because I'm not going to take it off the machine just to fix it. So, like my roof is horizontal versus vertical. They did theirs vertically. Did I listen? They didn't tell me. They just said cut this. They didn't say how to cut it. They didn't say anything. All right. Oh, you are so welcome, Linda. You're so welcome. That barn quilt is so stinking cute. I love my barn quilt. I need to show it to you guys sometime soon. Or show it to you again sometime soon. But I've got one, and then I've got 4 small ones that I need to finish. I really need to pull them out and finish them. So, you know, that needs to be on my important things to do list, but I think it's going to happen during the winter. when I have a little bit more downtime. All right, so D to H was this, and that is for the bigger one. Okay. Yeah, I really did not plan this out. I just literally cut it 5 minutes before the live, guys. That is what I did. All right, there should be, okay, there's 4 total. And what is H? Is H bigger than F? H is that one, 1 1/4. F is 1 1/2. Okay, so the 1 1/2s go in the middle, and the 1 1/4s go on top. Here we go. All right, so now I've got these, and I will need 6 of them. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, Linda's planning on 2 more. Her house looks like a barn and would look so good. Oh, that's perfect. One of my friends did a barn quilt and put her house numbers on it. And so when she hung it on her house, there's her house numbers, front and center, on her barn quilt. Ellen says she chose some fabric for the mystery sew along. Yay! For reflections, I'm so excited. She's hoping to sew along with everyone, but she has 2 cotton cuts quilts and 2 fat quarter shot quilts going. Have I worked out the timeline? Yes, I have. Yes. So this month you guys are going to get a reminder, and it's just going to be a reminder of, hey, if you haven't picked it out, here's the fabric, requirements again. Here's where you need to go get your information from. Here's where you can buy your kit if you still haven't bought a kit and want to buy a kit. And then the first clue comes out October 15th. So it comes out 8 days after my birthday. And then the last clue will come out September 15th of 2026. If you are coming to the retreat, you will get it early. I am looking at September 9th through 13th for the retreat here in Casper. So that is what is in the plans right now. Again, my original site fell through, so I'm having to go to some backup plans. But that's okay. That's why we're starting this early, so we have time for backup plans. I'm so excited about the retreat, you guys. I really am. I really want it to all come together and come together beautifully. I was writing out all the timelines for the retreat so that I could get everything just perfectly lined up. And that was, of course, right before a couple things fell through. So we're still working on all of the rest of the details, and it will come together. I have faith. I have confidence. It's just one of those hiccups. Like your brakes. My brakes should not have been hiccup. Yes. Oh, thank you, Lana. Yes, it is. So, we are now starting the month of Tammy. Now, Jess from So Blessed by Jess has a birthday coming up too. Hers is coming up before mine. Hers is this month. So this is technically her birthday month. But see, we can't just celebrate my birthday after my birthday. So we're going to start celebrating my birthday early. I like that plan. I like that plan. I really didn't want to spend that much money today, but, it is what it is. So, for a little backstory, I ordered brakes for my car. I knew that I wanted to do them, shortly after I got the car about a year ago. The retreat is going to be September 2026, and the dates that I am looking at is the 9th through the 13th. Those are the dates we are looking to book. Oh, perfect. John's husband's birthday is October 15th, 8 days after mine. Woo! Squee! Gotta love October birthdays. Yes, my birthday is the 7th. Oh, Ellen's anniversary, her 47th anniversary is this year, guys, and it's going to be on my birthday, and that is the last Sew and Tell of this 6-month cycle. So everything that's submitted by my birthday, by 3 p.m. on my birthday, is getting entered into that Sew and Tell Sew and Tell giveaway for the giveaway quilt. I can't talk, guys. And then her birthday is October 25th. Oh, that's so sweet. I went to Estes Park this last week, finished hand binding on a quilt while traveling there and back. all the sewing I got done this week while in Estes Park. I toured the Stanley Hotel. Ooh, I have not been there yet. You will have to tell me more about it. You will definitely have to tell me more about it. I have not been there yet. Now, I did tour the prison. Okay. That's a whole episode in and of itself. Like we would have to talk about the prison from top to bottom. Oh yeah, I hope you can too, Susie. Laura's birthday is October 29th. We're gonna have a October birthday party celebration. We are just gonna have to do it. And my nails, guys, are gonna get more fun as we get closer to my birthday. So like they're gray. They're gray with sparkles and then accent pinks. Two pink accent fingers. So yeah, they're gonna get more fun. Well, actually, they're gonna get more fun the closer we get to Halloween. I am a Halloween gal. Absolutely Halloween gal. Nanette says she thinks she has a very unique fabric selection picked out for the mystery sew. All of the reflect. Oh, I cannot wait to see. Oh my gosh. Yes, 7th of October, Patricia. Yep. That is the last sew and tell of this cycle to enter for the quilt, which is still not quilted, guys. I know I have a month, but beauty is not working and I have been struggling. So we will get there. I promise you we will get there, but she will be quilted by the 7th. Provided I can get that done. We are going to do our best. We are going to do our best. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I should have 4 of these. Yep, I do. I'm going to go ahead and start this for the other apartment real quick. Let's see. Oh, Rayanne says that the movie The Shining was inspired by our prison. I did not know about that. The tour guide did not mention that. He mentioned the movie Prison. It was a B-rated horror movie. And they came in and they made modifications to the prison and didn't modify it back after they were done. And he was showing us a lot of the modifications that the movie company made because it wasn't in the contract that they had to put everything back. Susan's oldest brother's birthday is this month. Her oldest daughter's is in October. Woohoo! I love October birthdays. Let's see. I like celebrating the month before and the month after. I think that's a good idea. I think Mr. Siberian Wind needs to sign off on that. Let's see. Oh, Ellen is a big Stephen King fan, Rayanne. Oh, that's cool. See, I'm not a big Stephen King fan. I love Halloween, but I'm not a horror buff. I'm just not. Oh, Patricia's birthday is before mine. Hers is on the 3rd. Oh, how exciting. Squee. Squee. Yeah, I'm super excitable, guys. It's good news. It is good news compared to the morning that I started out with. Ellen says she has a daughter that lives in Colorado and she plans to take her to the Stanley Hotel. Oh, perfect. Oh, the Stanley Hotel is where The Shining was inspired. Okay, that makes sense. It's also Dumb and Dumber. The chase on the staircase happened there. Oh my goodness. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense because I was like, where in the heck in the prison would that movie have been filmed or inspired by? So it's really cool to know that it was the hotel, not the prison. I'm having a day. I'm having a day. So going back to the brakes. So I ordered the brakes, ordered the parts, and I was getting ready to install them. Couldn't get the wheel off. So I took it somewhere to have them break the wheel loose so I could, break all of them loose so that I could do it myself and go home and do my own brake installation. Ellen loves horror movies and stories. I don't. Oh, Lana says she's going to wish you happy birthday now because next month won't be good for her. Her husband passed on Laura's birthday. Well, you now know something fun to link to your husband's passing. So, you can celebrate someone else in memory of him. I've got to put my own spin on things, right? You know that. So I get there and they're like, well, it'll be this much if we do your breaks for you. And I'm like, you know what? Fine. Go ahead and you guys do my breaks. Come to find out, I didn't even have the right parts. I was sent the wrong parts and they wouldn't have fit. So I would have had an even more frustrating day if I'd come home and had to do it myself. It would have been a mess. It would have been a mess. I've been lurking while packing and cleaning. I heard The Shining. Got a story for you. Oh, well, come on, Cynthia. You're welcome in, by the way. Come on, tell the story. Tell the story. And even if I don't get it, that is okay. Guys, I watched MacGyver movies when I was a kid and had nightmares from MacGyver movies. So, having to stress fix something, that is like MacGyver's, mode of operation. And so I had nightmares from MacGyver when I was a kid. It is not a secret. So I don't do the horror movies because I don't want to horror movie myself out, if that makes sense. Oh, oh, that's so sweet. Let's see. I am assembling the sides of the apartments. So we're gonna see how I'm doing here in just a second. Because I'm gonna have a whole bunch of pieces here on the machine all at the same time. But that's okay. That's me and that's my chain piecing. And we're here to chat tonight, mostly. Chat with a little bit of sewing. Cynthia says her first date with her husband was dinner and movie, The Shining. She doesn't like horror movies. Didn't know it was a horror movie. Hard to believe I went on a second date. I don't know if I would have. You must have really liked him. You really must have liked Mr. Cynthia. You could have seen you apparently saw that he was going to become Mr. Cynthia. Oh. Oh, perfect. Lana says, Laura, well, I'm trying to change my stinking thinking. You're a good reason to look forward to that day. That's perfect. See? That works. I like that idea. Yeah, anytime that you can make a positive connection, that goes a long way towards helping. All right, so we are going to attach this bottom piece. I'm just going to chain piece, and I'm pressing everything open. I don't even know if it says whether I'm supposed to press open, but I am. I am. I decided it was important to press open. And can you guys see everything at the machine? Please let me know if you can, or if it's too hard to see, like it's still blindingly bright. Just let me know. I'm still trying to figure out exactly where I need to have the lights, or the lights on the camera set to, so you guys can see the fabrics and see the machine. Because if I set it any brighter, it's really going to be a white spot. But if I set it any darker, you guys have trouble seeing the fabrics. Or more trouble seeing the fabrics. Sir, could you stop, please? I'm going to have to correct somebody here in just a minute. Let's see. I guess I do still stuck with him after 31 years. Oh, guess so. If you haven't been to the Stanley Hotel, you need to go see it, not just for the shining sake, but just for the beauty of it. And that is absolutely fine. I have no problems with doing that. It's just I had never heard of it before. So, yeah. There's always a learning curve. There's always a learning experience to do. Ellen says her first date with her husband, she chose the movie. It was The Omen. I'm surprised he went on a second date with her. Oh, that's true. Lana says, Laura, one thing is for sure, I won't forget your birthday. That's good. That's very good. So like my first date with Mr. Siberian Wind was to the hospital to go see his brother. I did not have we didn't have like a romantic first date or anything like that. It wasn't even a horror movie first date. It was just, hi. Meet in person. My very, very first date ever when I was a teenager. I was warned that if he didn't come up to the door and knock and ask for me, that my parents wouldn't let me go. Like, like if he came, like drove up and honked the horn or whatever, they wouldn't let me go out to go to his car. So I warned him in advance that he had to come to the door and knock and everything else. Like he had to be, the gentleman that my parents were expecting. So I went on that date and we went to see Space Jam. It's that one where Bugs Bunny and all of the other cartoons are in with, I think it was Shaquille O'Neal, in this massive bid to like save the planet from all of these intergalactic forces that were coming to like destroy Earth or something. But they fell in love with basketball and didn't. I think it was something like that. It was really crazy, and I don't think I've ever seen it since. Oh, that's sweet. Laura says that her husband proposed on the anniversary of his father's passing because he wanted to have something to celebrate. And they've been married 35 years. Perfect. Cynthia says that her and Ellen's husbands must have been crazy at the time. Oh, we sure picked the right husbands to be. Our first movie was The Exorcist. Oh, no. Yeah, we don't do those kinds of movies. Mr. Siberian Wind knows that is not my kind of movie. Yes, Space Jam, Ellen. Yes. Yes, there is a silver lining in every cloud, Lana. There absolutely is. Sometimes you have to look harder than others, and sometimes it's pretty easy. It just depends. Okay, I have a lot of pieces that are about the same size. Are all three of these supposed to be the same size? Okay. Apparently so. We work on it. Ooh, very pretty. Very pretty. Let's see. My first husband took me to a few horror movies. We took his middle school and high school cousins to see Poltergeist. It scared the bejesus out of them, not me. Yeah, see, I wouldn't necessarily be scared at the movie. Um, Especially if I'm like watching it with someone. It's that I rehash it in my head later and that I scare myself. I'm the scare myself type person. Watch through fingers over eyes. Says Marianne. Okay, so like regular horror movies, I could probably tolerate a little bit better, but anything. Oh, you're good. You're good, Rayanne. That's what I was saying. Pretty too. I can't see the full version, but what I saw is very pretty. Um, but the like the psychological ones, the psychological like thrillers, those will really mess with your head. And I watch those. I just can't do the horror for the sake of horror. Could you please stop, sir? Get up here. Come on. Up. Thank you. Oh, he thinks he's getting away with things. I believe it was a strategic move on the other's part, gives the excuse to get up close to their date. That probably is right, Cynthia. That or to test your mettle, to test whether or not you were willing to put up with that in order to go on a second date. Lana is asking if the Stanley Hotel is haunted. Good question. Hi, Jess. Welcome in. We were talking about you. Were your ears burning? We were talking about you. You have a birthday this month. Happy birthday in advance. Happy birthday month. We were talking about mine, and I mentioned yours. Because Lana mentioned that we were exactly 1 month from my birthday. I believe it. I've seen it investigate for paranormal activity, and Ellen says she does believe that the Stanley Hotel is haunted. Oh, gosh. I didn't sleep for years after that one. My mother said I wasn't allowed to see that because I was 15, but I went anyway, and boy, did I regret it. Oh, that would be me. I would go see something like that I shouldn't go see, and I would, oh, yeah, I'd absolutely regret it. Yes, Jess says she does have a birthday coming. That one got me. The one that got me was a medieval horror because they claimed it was a true story. ones that are simply stories don't bother me. Yeah. See, I don't I don't let a lot of things bother me, but those, like the psychological ones, those get me. Rayanne says they say it is. All right. So we get out of that movie until we had to go down the alley to get to the car. Yes, I am Miss October. Yes. Ooh, you need to make me a sash. You need to make me a sash and send it. That needs to be your birthday present. I'm just kidding. You can send me anything. You can send me fabric. Send me fabric. So always listen to your mother, right? No, we ain't doing that now. That's asking a little too much, Ellen. Yeah, my puppy, he should listen to his mother right now. Shouldn't you? Sir, could you stop, please? We are being a little obnoxious today. Mommy left him at home because Mommy was scared to drive with the brakes the way that they were and have him in the car with me. So I went out without him and without him for 6 hours. So he's a little mad at me still. All right. We are almost there. I'm finger pressing. I really don't want to finger press, but I'm finger pressing anyway. I really need to set up a puppy cam. Oh my gosh, guys, he is not stopping. The movie I had a hard time getting through was The Legend of Hell House. Ooh, I don't think I ever heard of that one. Not that I need to watch it. So like, I don't know if you can. I don't know, like when you Google the movie that I'm thinking of that really kept me up at night, you get a different movie. You don't get the movie that I'm thinking of. There's two movies that I know of by the name The Order. One of them has Russell Crowe. That's the movie that is a psychological thriller, and oh my gosh, is it traumatizing. I like stuff like that. If I want something scary, I want something like that. Sir, where are you going? Uh-huh. I'm talking to you. He peeks his head back out. What, Mom? What, Mom? All right. You want to see part of the apartment? You want to see part of the apartments? Okay. That's part of them. That's part of one. Lana says that she thinks her youngest believed her when she told him not to watch a movie after he snuck out to watch Nightmare on Elm Street. He had nightmares after that. I bet he did. I bet he did. Okay. So, onto this. I have two side pieces, one for each side. So that's what I'm about to sew now. I want to say something. I'm not sure if you can even find it now. Oh, the two don't last. I have never seen that one. Now, my husband and his daughter, they would sit there and they would binge watch horror movies. And they would make fun of all the people scared and running away. And anytime somebody screamed or whatever, were they scared now? Me, I don't watch that kind of stuff, but I watch the ones that really do mess with your mind. That just get under your skin for, like, I mean, it's just real enough that it could be real. Like, those kinds of things. Those are what get me. The Hills Have Eyes scarred the daylights out of my daughter. She ran out of the theater and went into another movie. Her husband and I stayed till the end. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so funny. He'd wake me from crying from his room saying Freddy Krueger's gonna get me. Oh gosh. Poor little one. I guess he should have listened when you told him not to go see it. Oh. I'm trying to think of what I think The Order is the scariest movie that I've seen. He was in kindergarten. Oh, that's why. Now, I did see arachnophobia when I was in 3rd grade, and I do still have trouble when insects swarm people in movies. I'm not scared of spiders. Like, it's not a, like, it didn't translate to any other part of my life. But arachnophobia did get under my skin for a bit. But that one was a tough one for me. But I was in 3rd or 4th grade. And I wasn't supposed to be where I was when I watched it, so I could never tell my parents because they'd ask me where I was when I watched it, so I'd get in trouble. So I never told anybody. Lana owns that one. She owns arachnophobia. Lana can't get through the hostel or the saw these days. She owns the hills have eyes. The last time we lived in when I was small in Yakima was uphill from a drive-in. We could see the screen from my oldest brother's room. The blob came out and was much scarier. I bet. With no sound. Ugh. Hostel's really gruesome, but I love the Saw movies. I was into horror flicks big time. Yeah, you were, Lana. Absolutely. I haven't seen any of those. Like, I know the basic premise behind them. Like, when you tell me the names of the movies, like, I know that they're horror movies. But I've never seen them. Never seen them. And I wanted to say at one point I owned a copy of The Order with Russell Crowe in it. And I believe that he's in it. I believe he's in the version I'm thinking of. I believe that's who it is. But I don't know if I still have the copy anymore. That one's like really scary to me. There's another one that somebody told me about recently, but I haven't broken down and rented it yet. But it's along those same lines, and I so want to see it because that's the kind of horror movies that I watch. Ellen was told to stay away from the human centipede, so I haven't had the nerve to watch it yet. Oh. Boy, I can tell it's almost fall. Horror films are out on Peacock to stream. Oh, I bet. I bet they are. Because, I mean, why would they not be out right now? Sir, could you stop, please? Get up here. Up. Sir, up. I'm going to be able to see you. I'm not going to be just listening to you and not seeing you. Okay. At least then I can stop him if he really gets annoying. All right. Here's my other apartment center with the windows. All right, so this one, I have these to assemble to the sides, so that's what's going on now. And then we're gonna see I've got other pieces to assemble for each apartment. We have the doorway to assemble. Yeah, we've got the doorway to assemble on each apartment building. This is actually going together a lot faster than I thought. Too dim now for handwork in my living room. See, that's what an aught light is really good for, is because you don't, you don't have to worry about that. Because an aught light, you just turn that thing on and you have light. You have lots of light. And they don't take up a lot of energy either. Lana is asking if anyone remembers gargoyles. She says the last time she saw a scary movie at the theater was Dr. Giggles. It unnerved the whole theater. Oh. You know it's creepy when it unnerves the whole theater. Too dim. Let's see. Don't want to watch a movie that will scare me or make me sad. I hear ya. So don't watch The Order. That one will... So... You know, movies like Tomb of the Lost Raider, like I haven't really seen those either, but Night at the Museum, and I know these aren't horror movies, so just bear with me, but like Night at the Museum, what is it called? It's got Nicolas Cage in it, and he is the guy's son, and he's trying to figure out with like the Constitution, and he's piecing together this treasure map. That movie, that's like a psychological movie because you are on that ride with them the entire way, trying to figure out the next step. and trying to get ahead of them just by one step. So you're trying to figure it out as you go, and you're just trying to get that one step ahead. Those are kind of movies that get to me. Like, I get immersed in them. Ellen says she hasn't seen the one. She hasn't seen Gargoyles yet. She'll have to look for that one. And then, good luck finding it. Oh gosh. And Rayanne's with Laura. Not gonna watch a movie that's gonna scare me or make me sad. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. Maybe one of the streaming services. National Treasure. Yes, National Treasure. So like you get taken along for the ride, trying to find this treasure, and then possibly getting caught in these lost places, and nobody will find you, and all of that kind of stuff. Like those kinds of things. That's kind of what The Order is, but it's religious in nature instead. So there's a lot more of just this really weird undertones from the Catholic Church that go into it. Like, it's crazy. But I like stuff like that. It's that psychological challenge. Love scary movies, says Linda. She says her favorites are ones from the 50s and 60s. Yeah, I don't know that I've seen any. That was 50 years ago. I'd ungargoyles and I could find it as long. Well, if you ever own Prison, it's the B-rated horror movie, and the prison is here in Wyoming. The actual prison where it was filmed is here in Wyoming. Laura says she loved National Treasure. See, I did too. I really get invested in movies like that. So anything that's along those lines really just gets me going, where I want to continue to watch it. And The Order's kind of like that. It's like you're trying to figure it out. Lana says she's trying to find 7 Brides for 7 Brothers to add to her musical collection. I may actually have that one. Not that I've seen it in forever, but I think I may. I don't know if I've got that one or not. I don't know. I'd have to look. But we've got shelves and shelves and shelves of DVDs, so I don't know. All right. There's my apartment building. Let me get the door assembled. You never know, it may turn up. Last House on the Left and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Mark of the Devil are from the 70s, and they turn up now and again. They do. Oh, her dad has it on VHS. Oh, I have a VHS player. I do. We were cleaning out the garage, and Mr. Siberian Wind said, "Are we keeping this? Do you want to sell this?" I was like, "We are absolutely not selling that." I said, "Do you know how hard it would be to replace that now? Like, it would be next to impossible to replace now. So, anything like that we own, we're not selling. That is hanging out and staying. And I promise we're not going to do a scary movie night that everybody has to watch at the retreat. Just saying. So do I at my house. Yeah. See? You have a way to watch it then. Now you can have VHSs turned to DVD, but I don't know if they'll do that with like pre-recorded. I don't know. I used to have Bedknobs and Broomsticks on VHS, complete with the commercials. From when it was taped. Oh, Ellen says that she hasn't seen the 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, but her favorite is Oklahoma. I have the Sound of Music. I know I have that one somewhere. I think I want to say I have Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. We have all of the Peanuts, whatever, the Snoopy and all of that. We have those for sure. Susan owns 7 Brides for 7 Brothers on DVD. Fantastic. So we might do like a movie watching night, maybe, where we put some movies on so those who want to take a break from sewing during the retreat can do, a movie night. It just depends on what facility I get. So just note that is pending. Sound of Music, My Fair Lady. Oh, I miss My Fair Lady. I haven't seen that one forever. Dirty Dancing is coming back on Netflix. Footloose, Flashdance, and Oklahoma. Okay. Yeah, I just saw Dirty Dancing listed on the Netflix coming soon. So they are bringing that one back shortly. Lana is asking Susan where she found Seven Brides for Seven Brothers on DVD. I want to say that I found like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Sound of Music at Walmart a few years ago. I think that's where I got my copies of those. But I don't know if I got the Seven Brides. Susan Theo says she would go to a movie night. Yes, right? National Treasure on Netflix. You know, do you know how much time I actually have to watch Netflix? We are catching up on Wednesday right now. We are done with season 1. So we are finally into season 2. I'm so thankful. I'm so glad. So we are finally starting season 2, and we are still watching The Walking Dead. So the original Walking Dead, not any of the spin-offs. We haven't even gotten into those yet. We're watching the original Walking Dead all the way through before we start on any of the spin-offs. That is what we are doing. Linda says she grew up with parents who loved the old Vincent Price horror movie. Oh, that would be a struggle for me, I think, too. Those Vincent Price horror movies. They're coming back out with another Dirty. They are, Lana. They are, and they are going to update it for cultural norms, which is kind of unique. So I don't know what it's going to be like. Sound of Music, Oklahoma, Seven Brides, Mary Poppins. I love Mary Poppins. And Hamilton. I have not seen I've seen snippets of Hamilton, but I've not seen Hamilton. Yes. Nightbot is reminding everybody, don't forget your super chats to enter the next super chat giveaway. Yay! Thank you, Nightbot. Nightbot is working. Let's see. We have Voodoo, Fandango, and we were able to purchase Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Oh, perfect. I cannot do Poe. I cannot do anything Edgar Allan Poe. It is not happening. Not happening. I will not even have that going. Period. I can't do it. That will absolutely terrify me because I take things like that too realistically. I cannot even read it. Like it grips me too much. Animated musicals, Aladdin and Disney's Robin Hood. I love Aladdin. I like the original Robin Hood, like the very animated one. I like that one. I don't like a lot of the other Robin Hoods. My BFF and I would get such chills watching this Vincent Price movie. Oh, yeah. Agreed, Susan. I just hear Vincent Price and I just go, nope, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. All right. So let me see which one. This is the short house, and it is supposed to have this roof. So we're putting this roof on this apartment. Oh, perfect. Laura has a raffle ticket for the Super Chat giveaway. Thank you, Laura. Congratulations on your ticket. You must see Hamilton. Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote a masterpiece that should, under federal law, should be under federal law watch. Oh, so I've seen parts of Hamilton. That's one of those that I want to be in person to see it, and I have not found an option to watch it in person yet. The Bird's on Peacock right now. No, I'm good. I'm good. No desire whatsoever. I will pass. I will pass. All right, let me press this seam open. Then I'll show you guys the other apartment building and its roof that's going to go on. We're getting close. I am making good progress, Susan. You're right. I didn't think I would go this quickly. Oh gosh. Laura says that she is terrified of birds. She can't watch that movie. I'm not terrified of birds, but I really don't want to see them doing crazy things. It's kind of like arachnophobia. Let's not take the real things and turn them to mass murdering pieces of, maniacal, I don't know, maniacal imagination, I guess. I'd rather just keep them the animals that I know them to be. Oh, we have a new subscriber. Yay. You should be able to chat very soon, Anaconda. No, I'm not watching that one. Not watching that one. I'm not scared of the crawlies with no legs, but no, we're not watching that. When you watch Hamilton, I recommend Google searching the explanation of each act to read as they are performed. Each act moves so quickly, reading ahead helps to keep up. Yeah. Lana says Anaconda makes her fear snakes more. Yeah. So, I'm not scared of them, but I'm not a really big fan. Laura was attacked by a crow and she's 4 to 5 years old. Bert was trying to peck the yellow flower barrette from her hair. Ouch. So I was second grade. I want to say second grade, second or third grade, and I was attacked by a dog. So I was terrified of dogs. Like, I was terrified of being around them. Until I was marrying someone that was allergic to cats and couldn't have cats, which is all I owned at the time. All right, so here's the short one. So what I did is when I got my very first dog, I was making someone help me learn how to have a dog because I was like, no, I'm not doing this by myself. Just not going to do it. And what it ended up becoming is that I am only terrified of two types of dogs. I own a dog, but I am terrified of two types of dogs. Little ones like Chihuahuas and Dachshunds, and brown and black dogs. Like, not German Shepherds. Like, German Shepherds I can identify. They are different. They are very different than the dog that attacked me. But I will never own a brown and black dog. Like, that coloring combination is terrifying to me. How fast did you run? Says Ellen. Yes. Oh gosh, Laura, that's rough. Lana says she had a baby copperhead in her bedroom, 6 foot from her bare foot. Ah! They're a little fearful of what has moved in my house during my absence. Yeah, see, that would be what I'd be worried about too. I would be so worried about that. I'm fearful of one insect and I can't say the name because I'm that terrified of them. Like, I've said it like once or twice. So if you know what it is, you know what it is. If you don't, I'm not telling you. But putting those into like packaging for me, like just throwing something in there, no, I would not be very happy. All right, so I have the tall apartment building, and it goes on this side of the block. So I'm going to assemble the border on that side. Let's see, watch Hamilton on Disney first. Well, technically listen to it first. Oldest made me listen to it while driving to South Carolina in 2019. We'll see. Okay, your pug is little. That would be okay. Like, I wouldn't be terrified of your dog because it's little. Pugs are little dogs. I mean, I would be a little terrified. I will be honest. I would be a little terrified, but I wouldn't be like crawling in a corner. The dog that attacked me was a Rottweiler mix or a Rottweiler breed, and it was very classic Rottweiler markings and size. So if I see one like loose, like running around loose, I am heading the exact opposite direction because I don't really want to be anywhere near a loose Rottweiler because I'm worried about what they will do. Not saying that anybody specifics, Rottweiler would do anything. Just that's where my fear is. It is the only one. Yes, Ellen, it is. She's asking if this is the only 2015 designer mystery block of the month that I have. Yeah. I did not buy this. It was given to me. I think it was a mystery, like quilts, swap or something maybe. And this is what I ended up with for some reason. And no, I don't remember for sure. I know what group it would have come from. But no, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, good Lord, Lana. Patricia has 3 chihuahuas. Okay, so as long as you are there and you're not leaving me alone with them, and they're not eating or fighting over anything, and they're not terrified of me, I will be a little bit more calm about it. But if I was just to go up to them, no, I'm good. It's not happening. If I get barked at by a chihuahua, I run. Okay, did I not cut these the same length for some reason? They should be the same length. So maybe I cut something too big or too small. I have extra. Maybe I cut that big. I probably cut that piece big. I'll look in just a minute. You know what? I'm curious now. We were raised and we're breeding chihuahuas for several years. It's a lot of work. We don't do it anymore. See, chihuahuas tend to be the most misunderstood breed because and here's the thing, the smaller the dog, the more likely that when they were trained, they weren't trained the same way a larger dog would be. And so people sometimes miss their cues. The owners, you guys are absolutely fine. You're not gonna get hurt. But strangers, when the dog senses stranger, danger, whatever, I don't know. I'm rambling now. They tend to be a little bit more protective. And I tend to worry. That's where my worry is. Okay, I did overcut that piece. So I am doing this the right way. I'm fixing it the right way. Let's see. Lived in Oklahoma shortly after we moved here to Wisconsin. We went and saw Oklahoma at an outdoor theater. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, I have not seen Oklahoma. I've not seen, I don't think any of them that you mentioned, other than the ones that I've seen on like movies. I saw Phantom of the Opera in person in Birmingham in the theater, but that's it. So let's see, where am I at? What have I not read? Let's see. Okay, hubby jumped every time he opened the freezer door. Watched on Disney. Went to see the play when it came to Oklahoma. It's good, but the original cast had it best. Yes, they always that's usually where it is. Original cast. Bit in the face by police German Shepherd in '69 is exactly 1 week after my 7th birthday, my little brother's birthday, and Father's Day. Took 150 stitches in my face. Ouch. See, that would be something that would scar me too. I do not have an intention to ever own a German Shepherd because they are a lot of work. Not that, any other breed is less work. Not saying that. But German Shepherds tend to need constant work to not go neurotic, and that's too much for me. I'd rather, have a dog that does not need that constant. And I can get by with that with the Pyrenees. That's what the breed I'm looking at for my next service dog. Let's see. My little one bit my husband's ankle the first time he met him. They were best friends now. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, I love when the little dogs are sweet and all, but I'm worried. I get nervous. My father has 2 chihuahuas. One is about 14, the other is 16. The 16-year-old is from one of our litters. She doesn't even bark. I've never heard her in the last 5 years. Goodness. All right, so we're going to press it, but there's a block. And so I've got a little bit to trim off on this top edge. So would you like me to send this home and do the super chat when I do the super chat giveaway? Do you want this to go to a super chatter? Or do you want this to go out live to just somebody in chat on a night? It won't be tonight. We lived on a farm when I was 8 years old. My dad bought my brother and I 2 baby chicks that were dyed blue and red for Easter. They grew into roosters and pecked my legs raw. I hate roosters now. I don't blame you, Linda. That's horrible. Um, oh, the outdoor theater, y'all are talking about that? Okay. Now, I will say I met a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel today. I know it because I recognize the breed. Um, but I met one today. Laura says, Tammy, I love that book. I do. I think I do too. It's cute. I'm glad that I stitched it. I mean, not that I know what I'll ever do with it other than give it away, but I do like it. I'm going to restitch one little section so that I stitch the seam open. Let's see. It was somewhere west of Tulsa in Sand Springs. So frustrating, I can't remember the name of it. Oh, that stinks. I hate when you're trying to remember something like that and it's just like not even remotely easy to find. Ellen has a Boston Terrier and he's very particular. He likes most people, especially women, but sometimes he takes a dislike to someone, and when he does, I have to crate him or he will bite. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, for Super Chat, that would make a good prize. What size is it? Fair? Good question. I will measure here in just a second. I think it's going to be 12-inch finished. Let's see. It's 12 inches tall. It looks like it will be 12 inches wide too. So yeah, I should finish at 12 inch. It's 12 and a half right now. So Linda says Super Chat giveaway is perfect for her. Okay. Woohoo. And Susan agrees, Super Chat. Perfect. Okay. So this will be a Super Chat giveaway in amongst with the bias tape machine, bias tape maker. That's like an incredible prize. That's an absolutely incredible prize. But we still have to hit goal, guys. We still have to hit goal to get there. And we really need to hit it by the end of September so that it makes it easier for me to do it by the 14th of October. Just saying. That's goal. Let me press it. And what I will do is all of the leftover fabric that came from this, normally I would throw it in my stash. I will put all the leftover fabric that came with this in with the block, so whoever wins it gets the remaining fabric that came with it. Because I cut tight when I cut, so yeah, I will put the extra fabric in with it. My ice machine is making ice right now. Oh. I think Linda's already planning for where it's going to go, Susan. If she's because she was asking what size it finishes out. Let's see. Now, Mr. Siberian Wind, when he and I got married. Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah, I can do that. Laura's asking if I will gift the pattern with the block in case someone wants to make a table runner or something else from it. Absolutely. That's a really good idea. I like that idea. Because then you can put whatever fabrics you want to on it and make multiple different ones. Oh, and that'd be just in time for Christmas sewing. If we can get it in October, then it'll be just in time for Christmas. So you guys would have time to sew it up into something. You'd have November to get it sewn and quilted. So I will trim up the extra little bit up here because I overcut. So this is Apartments. Let me do this. Hang on. There we go. So this is Apartments. It is the 2015 Designer Mystery Block of the Month. And I will include the extra fabrics. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Lana. You now have a raffle ticket for the Super Chat giveaway. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Zoom retreat is, yes, it is. Guys, great question. I'm glad you said something. Let me put the link in here. If you have not signed up for the retreat, it is the 13th and 14th of September. Shelly says super cute block. Linda loves the block. So it is going to be a Super Chat giveaway. It is, Linda's asking where I got the pattern. It came with it. I don't remember who gave it to me, but they gave me the kit that includes the fabric and the pattern. Is from Fat Quarter Shop and from 2015. So I don't know if they'll still have it available or not, but whoever wins the block will get the pattern and the extra fabric that I have left over. I will ship it all together. Laura says she really wants to win that block. I love it. Yes, sign up by September 11th. I'm glad you said that, Lana. Yes, please sign up for the retreat by September 11th. I'm going to pin the message to the top about the retreat. That will be the link. And I'm grabbing this so you guys can see real quick. So guys, I have a lot of extra fabric. This is that background fabric. I have a little strip that's cut out of it, but it's going with it too. This is the shorter apartment building fabric. This is one of the roofs, the one for the shorter apartments, and the extra fabric. And this is the one for the taller roofs, or the taller roof, and the extra fabric. Then this is for the taller apartment building, guys. Look, huge piece, huge piece. As well as, yes, they seem to be. Shelby says Fat Quarter Shop is usually so generous with their kits. This is the first one I think I've opened ever. But this is back from way back when. And then background. Lots different pieces. But none of it has selvage left, but I believe it is primitive gatherings. So that will all go into a bag together. Patricia, if you want to register again, you absolutely can. I will just see the same email address twice and I'll mark it, as you already registered. Perfect, Linda. You have another raffle ticket. Yay! Awesome. Let's see. You know what? I'm curious now. What else do I have? What else do I, not that I'm going to sew anything else because we got 45 minutes, but what else do I have in that box? Because I have stuff to make. Like literally, guys, these are kits. Some of them are. Some of them are. Okay, this one I looked at. So, perfect. Laura says she needs an extra entry just for that beautiful block. I love that, Laura. Thank you. You have another entry. Yeah, every super chat you guys do gets you another ticket. Absolutely gets you another ticket. Okay, so they put 2 fat quarters in for me. They're both shades of purple. This one's more like a pinky purple on the camera, but it is very, very purple. And then I have, oh, okay. I had not unfolded this before, so I guess I will do it. Oh, no, that's cute. This is a quilt label. It says quilters come with strings attached. And it says 3.5 by 3.5 finishes to a 3 by 3 block. 5 of 6 printed fabrics cut. Only one more plus background to go. Yay! Awesome, Shelby. Awesome. So this batting, guys, this has been folded up since I got it. I have never unfolded it. So I had no idea that it had this in here. So this is like a square and a square. It's one of the Quilt As You Goes. Ah, Lana wants that block too, guys. Thank you, Lana. You have another raffle ticket. You do, you do. So it is to make, let me open this up. So there's different little blocks that you can make. This one is called the Square in a Square Mug Mat. So you put the one that says quilters comes with strings attached. You're going to put that here in the center, and then you're going to attach the other pieces. You're going to flip this other way. So you're sewing on the lines, but you're going to be quilting through as you are piecing your top. So they gave me 2 fabrics to start with, and I'll do something with them. So yeah, this is in my random things box. I want to see the film Hamilton. Bummer that it's not playing here. Ah, yeah, I haven't seen it either. Lana says she loves it. Are you talking about Hamilton or this? Because this is kind of cool. I did not know that this was what this was. And I could definitely combine some stuff with these fabrics to make that even prettier. So this may be somebody's Christmas present. I don't know. We don't know yet. Okay, this this is left over from a project I never finished. We may get into this later. Oh, this? Okay, yeah. I kind of like it too. All right, now, back in 2016, I was still in North Alabama, and I was doing row by row, and I went to Atlanta. Oh, this was 2015, sorry. I went to Atlanta, I think actually when I bought Ricky and Beauty, like swapped to buy Ricky and Beauty. I got their 2015 row by row because 2016 hadn't come out yet. And their row is like that. And it's all applique, is what it looks like. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, it's they're saying you can use like steam seam or whatever. But I have the background fabric, which is a cream. And they pre-cut their circles. So I have these 3 colors for the circles to make the wave go up and down. So that's something that I have. That is from the Atlanta Sewing Center in Duluth, Georgia, which is just outside of Atlanta. I have row by row from Clanton, Alabama from 2016. And it has all these peaches. That's probably going to be applique. I have the one from, where is this one from? Oh, this one's from Birmingham. Home is where the heart is. So this row has a heart applique in the center, and then has my year of applique is starting early. It is, Shelly, it is. And then the little key block, the key comes with it. This one was from Pelham. Oh. And it makes the 2 stars on the other side of the map of the United States. So I have that one to do. Would you guys like me to do row by rows and send them out? Would you be able to do something with a row by row? Oh, these are just back quarters in here. Those aren't fabric, or those aren't kits. Those are just fabrics. I had too many back quarters at one point and didn't have enough places to put them. Let's see. Okay, those flour sack towels. And it's a pack of 2. I'm never going to hand embroider, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Do you have any suggestions? What would you do with flour sack towels if you don't hand embroider? What would you do with them? The 3 tote bags that you showed last week for me was a quilt as you go, but I sewed it as a regular quilt so I could keep the pattern. I have made 2 more and have a 3rd one to do. I know. I really want your purple one. Just saying. I love your bags, Joan. They're gorgeous. Lana says she did a couple years of row by row shop hops years ago. Yeah. Hi, Christina. Welcome in. Glad you're here. I have not. I don't need that. Looking at what all's in here. Add printed towel toppers to them. Ooh. I could see doing that. I saw a pattern for that recently that I really liked the idea of. What was this? I don't know what this was. Okay, so for some reason, I have this design. I don't know what it was for. Machine embroider them. I might have to do that too. Hand embroider, I bought the transfers to do just that. Oh, Lena, you're funny. I am not hand embroidering, just saying. If they were plain, I would machine embroider them, says Linda. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking too. Because they are plain. Oh, these are just extra, I think, from when I was cutting things out. Have a giveaway on one of your lives, or cut fabric to cover. Ooh, give the embroidery to Catherine at the club. All right, well this will get out of here some way soon. The other one, I'm gonna sew it before I do anything with it. So this one, that one's gonna get sewn before I do anything with it. Okay. So now it's kind of cleaned out a little bit. So who was it? Shelby that was saying, yes, my year of applique is starting early. So still need to do my 2016 row by rows. See, those are 2016 as well. And relaxing. Yeah, it's peaceful and relaxing. Glad you think so. So Santa's loading duck quilt. That is still on my list. For the flower section, you can machine stitch a small design on each one or add a small dresser on one end or both ends. Ooh, very cool idea. Machine embroider the towels. I have patterns for those. Yeah, see, so beauty has to be fixed and working before I can machine embroider anything. Okay, so row by row. So you're doing shop hops, right? So shop hops typically give you like a 12-inch finished block that you're going to complete, or whatever size that they've come up with for that program. Row by row is very much a shop hop, but it's a little bit different. Row by row is going to be a certain height by a certain width, and they're almost always, short and long. Now, that short and long could be this direction where it's short this way and long this way, or it could be short this way and long this way. And you're supposed to make a quilt with, I think, 12 rows in it, and then hand deliver it to the first shop that you want to hand deliver it to try to win a prize. So row by row, you don't win anything, at least when I was participating. Row by row, you don't win anything unless you get the rows done and get them into a quilt and get them, you're the first one to go to that shop or go to a shop with your quilt. So that's what a row by row is. It's kind of like a shop hop, but it's a little bit different. It's like a shop hop, but it's not organized quite the same way. So like, let's say, so I have one from Clanton, I have one from Georgia, I have, all these shop hops from different locations, or these row by rows from different locations. The problem with the row by row program, in my opinion, is I could visit wherever the heck I wanted to, and I didn't have a list of places I need to stop by. So if I went on vacation, if they're participating in row by row, I could get that row and bring it back with me from whatever state I visited. And that works great for some people, but they are definitely more commercialized, I guess is the best way to put it, than the shop hops. Shop hops, every shop hop I've ever been to is very decentralized, if that makes sense, where each shop has their own pattern. I mean, row by row, every shop has their own pattern, but row by row, you have to get the kit in order to be able to complete the row. I've never seen a row by row where you can just buy your own fabrics. Shop hops, you can buy your own fabrics and do it. So it's, it's the same thing, but just a different flavor is the best way to put it. Some parts of the country do row by row and some parts don't. Clean my sewing, getting ready to add to my giveaway. Oh, perfect, Linda. Exciting. Santa's toy bag full of toys. Wonderful. I love anything Christmas. Instead of blocks, say rectangles. Yes. See Matilda Merry Little Christmas fabric. It's beautiful. I bought a fat quarter bundle from the last quilt show I went to. It's beautiful. So, okay. So let's talk about this, because this is going to take probably the rest of the live. So I went to Paducah and I saw Santa's Loading Dock, the Santa's Loading Dock quilt, the original, the very first one. I saw that in person, and had to get the book. Just I had to go buy the book like that. It was immediately on my shopping list from the day that I saw the quilts. Okay, so my book has been cut. That's just me. It's copyrighted 2012, so I apparently went in 2012 or 2011. Maybe I saw it in 2013. I'm not sure for sure. There aren't many shops in row by row. Road to Blank Shop Hops have more shops to go to. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay, so the way Santa's Loading Dock quilt is done. Let me see if I can find a good picture to show you that I can show you without giving away anything that, is proprietary to the book. Okay, so we're going to go with this image. So in this image, so you see the window with Noel, you see the clock with December 24th at the bottom, or December 24th at the bottom of the clock, and then you see the sleigh with all the toys and the bags, and then off to your right, I believe, you see the names of the reindeer. Okay, so back behind all of that, this blue and patterned area back here, this background all over here. I'm going to go back up closer to it. So not only is there a map of the world on that background, there is snowflakes, which that snowflakes aren't that big of a deal, but the entire background is, oh, it's on the left. Okay, I apologize. Directionally challenged tonight. So all of that background is a map of the world. Okay. So you might think, oh, okay, what's the big deal? The big deal is, in order to make that map of the world, the lady who created this, she created this out of love for her husband. He was going through a really tough time in his life, and he passed away, I believe, before or right as she finished it or something. Like it's that kind of love story quilt. The challenge for it is, she tells you, generally, here's kind of what I chose. She didn't say, okay, you need this many fat quarters of this many different fabrics. No, none of that. She doesn't. She tells you how she did the applique piecing because it's all needle turn. You can do some that are raw edge, but the majority of it is needle turn because she was sitting there doing this while her husband was in the hospital. However, the background itself, she tells you how she came up with it, but not how to do it. So you're creating this out of lots of different fabrics to create a different look. And then she tells you how to create the floor, but again, not how, like, not here's what you cut to do it. Like, none of that is in the book at all, because she wasn't doing this quilt as a pattern. She wasn't writing it as a pattern. She was doing this because this is what she was creating. So when you look at the floor, the purple is the floor. When you're looking at that floor, you have a lot of different pieces to do to make that floor. So you have to make the floor in the background before you can start piecing the toy shop entrance, which is also on the quilt. before you can put the window together and put it on the quilt. Like, there is so much to do just to be able to put this together. Did you sew all the rows row by rows you got, Susan? Is what Rayanne is asking. Good question. Um, so I want to do this quilt. It is the like coup de grace, if you want to call it that, because nobody has been able to recreate this quilt even close to all of the stuff that Mary Bouvier put in her quilt, put in her original quilt. So this is a plan for me to do, but it is a while off, and it's going to take a lot of different fabrics and a lot of planning to get to that point. I'm just going to say that. There's a vendor doing pre-sales. I got the bundle and the blenders. Definitely a Tilda fan. It's that old world charm, in my opinion. Yeah. Or if you didn't buy the kit for the rows, you got them for free and use your own fabric. I got rows from Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Arizona. See, I didn't do I did not do any of mine without getting the kit. All of the row by rows that I've ever gotten that I, could, get to the stores for, they were too complicated for me at the time to have done without getting the kit. Just way too complicated. Ellen says she'd love it too. She has a lot of Tilda stashed. I haven't done any of my collection of row by row. See, I do have a row by row quilt. I may actually bring it out to show you guys. I know where it is, but you cannot judge me. You are hereby not permitted to judge me for my row by row. Anything like your temperature double wedding ring quilt? This one's going to be harder to achieve, I think, because it's applique. The majority of it is applique. There's some piecing in it, but a lot of it is applique, and there's a lot of fiddly pieces and parts to it. I think what I'm going to do, so she includes the continents. Oh, you guys can't see it. She includes the continents and how big you have to blow it up to. Oh, what was the site we were getting the temperatures from? Weather Underground is where I was getting them from, I believe. Weather Underground is where I'm getting my current ones from. Susan says she's gotten some of her row by rows done, but many still to do. Let's see. Let me go to one of these. Okay. So this ironwork, guys. This ironwork where all the reindeer names are. Quite literally, it's a lot of tracing and a lot of painstaking cutting out. You are enlarging it quite a bit to make it work, but it is still going to be a lot of work to do. The clock has a chain that has to be done too. And you don't have to do everything. You can do, yes, you do need to catch up, Lana. I need to catch up too. I'm through October, but I still need to sew. I have a lot of sewing left to do. So one of the things that she said when you buy this book, someone who's purchased and want to quilt from you, don't unsell yourself. Your piecing and quilting is gorgeous. Okay. This one is seriously one of those that I struggle to even look at because I think back, you guys are talking about horror movies and talking about, things that scared you or whatever. I absolutely think that this is probably, and I feel bad saying this because I don't want anyone else to ever feel like this about their quilt, but I bet somebody does. I bet somebody out there feels this way about a quilt that they've made. It is the one that I think if I were to do anything with, it would be to give to the dog for him to chew on. I don't love it at all. It is not attractive to me. It is not even well done, in my opinion. Like, I have so many issues with this quilt. It has a lot of memories in it though, so I won't give it to the dog to chew on because it has memories in it. A lot of them are very painful memories for me, but knowing that I got through that time in my life is the only reason I can even look at that quilt, because there was so much going on at the time, and getting through was the only option that I had. So it it has a lot of emotional baggage to that quilt. So when I show it to you, I'm still going to go, this is probably the quilt I'm least proud of. It's down in the garage, so I can't just grab it right now. But I will never put it on display. I will never, put it out somewhere. In my opinion, it is my absolute worst work in the world. But again, I have the emotional baggage to go along with it. So, but I will pull it out. I promise. I will pull it out and show you guys. Hi, Alex, I believe, right? Living Crafting with MS. Welcome in. Let's see. Glad I didn't have to pay full price. When I say on them, they don't mean free. Yeah, I understand that. It will be a labor of love. This quilt will absolutely be a labor of love. I have to get my Janome out to do the zigzag on my ride applique on the row by rows. Yes. Yes. I got Pattern Keeper on my new phone. Yay! You did not lose anything perfect. And I got your name right, Alex. I'm so excited. Okay. All right, so let me grab one of these. Let me pick one that's a full body. Okay. Now, when I say something, I want you to not panic. Okay? So you are supposed to enlarge this elf 200%. Okay? So at 100%, my hand covers this elf completely. We're talking right now, but earlier tonight, I made this block. I still need to trim this extra off. This is called Apartments. It is from 2015 from Fat Quarter Shop, and this is going to go along with the extra fabric and the pattern in the Super Chat giveaways because everybody's voted that they want this block. So I'm going to put it in the Super Chat giveaways, which I'm hoping to do on October 14th. So that's the first thing we did tonight. Then we've just gone through a couple random things and we're just talking. The book that I've got right now, and guys, it is going to be a huge quilt. I can look and see how big it's supposed to be. So it is called Santa's Loading Dock Quilt. Mary Bouvier made the quilt, and AQS did the publishing. But Mary Bouvier did not do this quilt with the intention of selling a pattern. She did it just because she and her husband love the quilt. Okay, so now with this being said, this has got to be enlarged 200%. Okay, so each elf, this one has 15 pieces. The elf on the previous page, 29 pieces. Same thing. It's enlarging. Each of these have to be enlarged to be able to make them, to be able to draw them and make them. But I mean, this book is, let me see. I mean, I cut the pages, guys. I had them cut so that I could put them together. And all the little oh, that's a ball. That's not the Christmas bells are in here somewhere too. Let's see. This book is 151 numbered pages, 152, 3 and 4 if you count the back cover. So 154 pages, counting the back cover, that has all of the patterns for all of the elves, for all of the toys that you see, for all of the continents. I bet the snowflakes are in here. I haven't looked, but I bet they're in here. The ball is really cute. There's a cradle. There's a Christmas tree. There's skis and a sailboat. And then the toy shop. All the things that you have to make the toy shop. Like, is crazy. Oh, I was going to look and see how big it was going to be. I knew there was something I was missing. Let me see the overview. I just found the book for this quilt. Now I need to buy it. Okay, so let me go back before you hit that buy. It is fun. I will put it that way. It is fun. But the one caution I will tell you, and she tells you when you start reading the book. Okay, it is a book, not an actual pattern, in the sense that the background, she tells you how she put it together, but she doesn't give you any measurements. So you have to figure out how you're putting it together without those measurements. She used freezer paper, applique glue, short pins, and a master pattern traced from the full-size original. Unwaxed butcher paper is used for all drawings. The advantage of retracing each applique pattern is to work from a small pattern rather than the bulk or the full-size paper pattern, which then remains intact as a placement guide for the completed applique elements. Appliques prepared this way may be sewn on the background by hand or machine. Freezer paper turned edges, that's where I learned how to do it. Majority of it is, yes. Rayanne is asking, is it all applique? The majority of it is, yes. The background is not, and I think the floor is not. But I think the majority of everything else is. Okay, the loading dock quilt measures 87 by 86. She followed the full-size pattern in most every section. However, she slightly rearranged a few elves for a more pleasing balance. So she says that the globe upper background needs to be put together first, the continents, then the snowflakes, then the completed window, then the outside decorative window trim, the purple floor and connecting horizontal sashing, the shop area, which is a whole nother section. The shop area to the blue upper background / floor, the name tag section, which is the one with all the reindeer names, the narrow green connector, white trim is narrow couch decorative cording. Oh, okay, I know where that is. Then let's see, clock and connector chain, the sleigh, elves, floor packages, ice skates, teddy bear on steps, hollies and berries draped across the top of the quilted face, or the quilt face. And then quilting suggestions. So like crazy amounts of applique. Joe says better short now, so if you done by 2030. Right? So here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do, let's see, how big is the applique pieces? Just wondering if I scan them into scan and cut out that way. I don't know. So the book is 8.5 by 11, but you're supposed to scan some pages to like 400%. Like some of them are 200, some of them are 400. Like they're all, like there's a lot of different percentages. So like the continents, for example, those will be pretty big. The lower left continent is the entirety of this page. Actual size is supposed to be 20 inches by 11 inches. Part of that is supposed to be 8 by 14. That's supposed to be 9 by 13. So she tells you, okay, so 400% is supposed to be 20 inches by 87.5. But that's the entire piece, not just this one section. So when you get them all pieced together, it's 87.5 inches tall. So like this one, the elf holding the basketball, enlarged 200%. Actual size is 12.5 inches. Enlarged 200, actual size is 13. Enlarged 400%, actual size is 62 15/16 by 28 3/4. That's for part of the sleigh. So like some pieces are pretty big. Some of them aren't, but some of them are. The complexity of that quilt is right up my alley. That's the kind of quilt I like. I would love to have people sew it along with me. The biggest challenge is, sounds like you could. Okay, perfect. I love that idea. I love that idea. you'd be doing raw edge applique then. I will be doing needle turn, but I'm going to be doing needle turn my way. I don't do needle turn by hand. I will do needle turn, but I will stitch it in place by hand or by machine. I'm not stitching in place by hand. It's not happening. Not happening. But I did have some fabrics that I had pulled for that. I have used some of them accidentally. But I did have some fabrics I've pulled for this, so I may still have some of them. The main thing I've got to worry about first and foremost is the background, because until you have the background, you don't do anything else. Because if you do anything else, then you don't have a background to put it onto. And this could be a UFO sitting in your box for forever. So I do need to start like trying to figure out how I'm going to draw it and everything. I love it. Shelby says she'll leave the rest of us to work on it and she'll be ready to admire the results, right? See, I love Halloween. Okay, you guys know me. I love Halloween. Halloween is my thing. I'm black. I like black dark nail polish. I love goth like looking stuff. I like skulls. I like all of that. But I do have a soft spot for Christmas. But I'm just picky about what I'm willing to do for Christmas. So I do have that. One other project. I'll pull this out while we have a few more minutes. This one got shelved. This was a suggestion to work on. And I've had this one for probably almost as long as I've had Santa's loading dock. And I haven't done it yet. And it is called Arcadia Avenue. Sassafras Lane Designs. It is still available to do. It is all paper piecing. So all of these hexagons are paper piecing. So this may be something that I start pulling out and start working through, just depending on what I feel like doing. I think my favorite one, I'm kind of torn between this one right here and this one right here. I think those two are my favorite ones, but I do eventually want to do this one too. Alex says she's not sure she's ready to do it right now though. Yeah. See, I'm there mentally. I want to be doing that loading dock, but I'm just not, I'm not ready to, I need some space and some time to be able to think and work on it. And I've not had any of that. So I will get there. I will get there sometime. Another fun one. Yes. Now that's one that Shelby would work on. I think I have a similar pattern. I brought it Road to California. I got this from a friend. She copied her book and we were going to do it together because I paid her half of the copy of the book. Like she bought the book and we were both going to do it. And things got in the way and neither one of us worked on it. Rayanne says she loves that paper piece one, right? This is the dark version of it. Can you see that? Can you see me doing that? Can you see me doing that? I think I can see me doing that. I think I can see me doing that. Do it in the darks. Do it in the darks. Tammy loves some darks. Now this is another version. That's not super my line. It's like oranges and blue, navy. But it's really, really cool. Let's see. Ellen says, me three, Math Geek and Joan. I'm not an applique fan, so I'll just admire their work. Yeah, right? A notebook with patterns, sort of like that, applique, enlarging patterns, etc. I do at some point want to work on it. Exactly, yeah. So I've got that. That's the pattern. That's the pattern that I need to finish stuff of. I do have this one. This one's also got a lot of applique in it. Want to build a snowman. I got this one. It's 21 by 25 finished. Wildfire Designs by Alaska, or Wildfire Designs Alaska by Dana Michelle. WildfireDesignsAlaska.com. It's called Wanna Build a Snowman. And I was going to see, it looks like copyright 2015. So I've had it for a little bit. Lana says the black is best. Yes, I agree. I agree. Let's see. I'm seeing what else is in here. I have my son's block that he drew when he was in kindergarten or first grade or something. What, let's see. Trying to think. I think he was in kindergarten. Ellen says it's cute. She loves her snowman. Yes. I do love snowmen. Like that is still kind of cool. I do still have that. I have some drawings that I made. Let's see. I draw my patterns out and I draw quilt ideas. And sometimes I get around to them and sometimes I don't. But I have some of them. Let's see. What is all that? Okay. I know what that is. That's more paper piecing patterns. I have the Quilt Smart and that foundation stuff that you guys can sew on. I've got snowballs and Rob Pete. I have some of the paper, but I don't know which one I've got. Let's see. Which one is this? Golly, guys, I've got so much in here. So much. Okay, I'm not pulling all of that out. Not pulling all of that out. But yes, I do have some random things to eventually work on. So, it's been one of those days, guys. It has totally been one of those days. So I now have working brakes on my Jeep, so I can drive wherever I want to now. And then, okay, who all caught my video of Nocturnal Soul? If you have not joined the Nocturnal Soul Quilt Along, there is still time to join that, and there are weekly prizes. So if you have not joined the Nocturnal Soul Quilt Along, the video came out Saturday morning. It was supposed to come out Friday night. I couldn't calculate dates right. So I had to adjust it to Saturday morning. The Nocturnal Soul Quilt Along, that video will be coming out Friday night, about 11:30 Mountain Time. So it'll come out spookily late on Friday night. Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, I don't know what I'm working on yet, but I will have something fun for you guys on Tuesday. I can now get back to quilting. I'm going to see if I can get beauty working. If not, then we are going to just continue working on quilts and getting things done. And you guys will get to see some progress. And I will get back to the August freebie. So that is coming up. And then this upcoming weekend, guys, is the retreat. So if you've not signed up, click the link for the retreat. It should be in the description box. I don't know if it is, but if it isn't, I will try to make sure that it does get in there for the replay so that you guys can go sign up. If you have not hit that like button, hit the like button. It's free, please. If you've not hit subscribe and you are just hanging out watching, or you're watching this on replay and you just found my channel, please hit that subscribe button. YouTube does pay attention. So the more subscribers that a channel gets, the more that they will push that content out to other people. So if you're enjoying the content here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's see, I'm not joining in on the so long, but I watched the video. Oh, perfect. I love that. I love that. I can't wait to see what block. I know I read what block is supposed to be this week, but I don't remember which one. So it's going to be an interesting one. Whatever it is, it's going to be interesting. So I can't wait to see what they bring out this week. And I'll have to get my sewing time in on it. I will be on William's channel tomorrow night. So you guys can catch me over at My So-Called Life with Jess and William tomorrow night. I will be back to my normal Monday night schedule. And then I will be live Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And this week, oh gosh, guys, I almost forgot. This week starts Yuletide Sampler. So if you have not hit your notification button for the 12th, it's at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Kathy from My Hobby Home and Alicia from Quilty Bird Piecing will be live with me over here on my channel, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and we are going to work on our first Yuletide Sampler 2 quilt block. So if you've not gotten your pattern yet, you still have the opportunity to do that. The link for the pattern, the book, or the pattern, the digital download, because there is a way to get it digitally, it's just more expensive, as well as the Trirex rulers, and the fabric kit. If you've not ordered the fabric kit, if you want a fabric kit, those links are in the description box of Friday night's video. So the 12th and the 26th this month are the second and fourth Fridays. So that's when they will be here hanging out with me and be joining me. Cynthia says she hopes to be over at Williams tomorrow night. This is crunch week on the packing of the house. I bet. I'll be watching you guys on Tuesday. Yay! I'm excited about that. So yes. So Monday night I'll be over at Williams' channel. Tuesday night is here on my channel. Then Friday evening, you guys will see me with Kathy and Alicia here working on Yuletide Sampler. Then Friday night, late night, my Nocturnal Soul Quilts Along video will come out. And then Saturday and Sunday is the retreat. So if you have not joined in, you want to join in, you don't want to miss out. I promise you, you don't want to miss out. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate every last one of you. If you've not petted some fabric, go pet some fabric. This is going to be a long week and you want to get that fabric therapy in. And I will see you guys. If I don't see you tomorrow night over at Williams' channel, I'll see you Tuesday night here on my